Hello and welcome. We are live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Coming up in the next half an hour. In Ranchi Test, determined Joe Root drags England back on course versus India. Dream debut for India's Akash team. The second edition of the Women's Premier League kickstarts on Friday. Focus on young Indian stars as Mumbai Indians face Delhi Capitals in Bengaluru. And in Europa League, AC Milan defeat Rennes 5-3 on aggregate to advance to the round of 16. Roma, Marseille, Benfica also through. Alright, first up, we'll start with cricket. England captain Ben Stokes won the toss and chose to bat in the fourth test match against India in Ranchi. England had a nervy start as they lost 3 quick wickets. Pacer Akashdeep made a dream debut to his test career. He took 3 wickets in the first 6 overs itself, leaving England reeling. Akashdeep removed Ben Duckett, Ollie Pope and Zach Crawley. Joe Root and wicketkeeper batsman Ben Foakes then rebuilt for the visitors. Root brought up his 61st test half-century and provided England with some momentum. And as per the latest reports, England are 273 for the loss of 7 wickets. Joe Root is close to making his 31st test century. He's batting on 97. Ben Foakes got out on 47. Ollie Robinson is playing on 12. India lost the first test match in Hyderabad in the series opener, then won the second test at Vizag and then at Rajkot. So they are now leading the 5-match series 2-1. Alright, we'll go across to Narayan Singh, DD India correspondent, who is joining us live from the newsroom. Narayan, India had a good start, but good partnership over 100 between Joe Root and Ben Foakes, and that set the momentum, you think, for England. In fact, for the first time, England played out a session without losing any wicket. I'm talking about the session, the second session between lunch and tea.
True, Abhishek. If we take a look at the whole test series, we witnessed very few sessions that were without a wicket, and today the way India started and the way debutant Akshdeep started, and he took the 3 crucial wickets of the England camp and just produced shockwave in the English camp. So it was a fantastic start for the Indian cricket team. But after that, in the session 2, the way England batsmen, especially the way the former captain Joe Root and the Ben Foakes came, and the way they made a fantastic partnership and put the England innings back on track, we can say that is a fantastic way the way they played. And if you talk about the this series, if the approach of the England in this series was the way they were playing baseball, but here the way India played throughout the tournament is commendable. And after that, our spinner Jadeja took crucial wickets. After that, Shiaz took crucial wickets. So important test match is underway, and we can say that over the course of the next 5 days, we can say that the way they have just snubbed the baseball in these conditions, kudos to India, because since the baseball era has been started, England has never lost a test series. Out of the 7 test series in the baseball era, they won 4 and 3 were drawn. So we are hoping that over the course of the next 5 days, this perception will change, and here India can put a stop on the baseball.
Right, Narayan, and latest we can tell our viewers that Joe Root has completed his 31st test century. He's batting on 103 now. But like you were saying, Narayan, Root has put up the baseball approach in the cupboard and played the way he did on his last tour to India, if I remember clearly. Not a single run scored from the sweep or reverse sweep, and it has all been classical stuff from him.
If you take a look at the Joe Root, we know that how important player he is for England. He has scored more than 11,000 test runs for England. If you take a look his record in India, he is the player with maximum runs in India. So it was, if you take a look this series, he was never looked in that zone. He never looked the Joe Root of the past. His highest score before this inning was in the first test match. In the first inning, that was 21, and he was struggling for the runs throughout this series. And in this series, this half century is his first half century, and now you said that you just said that he has scored the 100, so it's a good thing. And most important thing that the way he changed his approach. He just rather than playing the baseball, he came to the common sense ball. Every time you can't go for hitting the big shot and you can't go for the fearless cricket, because you have to respect the conditions also. So exactly he has done here that thing, and he played with a straight bat. As you mentioned, that no reverse sweep, no sweep. Instead of that, he went for the straight bat. Through that philosophy, through that technique, he has scored plethora of runs. And today again he just adopted that thing, and the way when we saw that England was struggling, he came, and with this philosophy here he helped England to make a comeback in this test match. All in all, we should praise Joe Root for this fantastic inning, because every time he should not.
Narayan also, I mean, like you said, they lost 3 quick wickets, England, and dream debut for Akashdeep, and the way he bowled, it was brilliant. And he also bowled at a good pace, and credit to Rohit Sharma also to play him ahead of Mukesh Kumar.
True, if you take a look, Akshdeep Singh, the way he bowled and helped India to give crucial breakthroughs. So it's a fantastic thing, and first of all, in the absence of Bumrah, he is doing that, because before the match when Bumrah was rested, we were just wondering how his absence will be just neutralized. But the way Akshdeep bowled, definitely it has helped India to be there in this match and just put some shockwaves for the England camp. But this is the beauty of we can say the Indian cricket, the fantastic setup made by the BCCI. If you take a look at the performance of Akshdeep in the domestic cricket, the way he performed for the Bengal and the India here recently, so he said that he was also expecting this call for the test match, and he got that opportunity and just he grabbed that thing with both the hands. And this shows that enough talent and a plethora of talent is there, the Indian squad, and whenever they are getting chance, they are doing same. And exactly what Sarfraz and Dhruv Jurel did, they played the exceptional cricket in the previous matches when they got the chance. So it's a good thing for the Indian cricket team. Whenever the debutants are coming, they are just showing that they can do this, and they are there for the long time.
Absolutely, Narayan. Youngsters are doing well. If you talk about Yashasvi Jaiswal, Dhruv Jurel also, and now Akashdeep. Narayan also, I mean, talking about the pitch, it seems to have eased out and batting has become a little easier compared to the first session.
Abhishek, if you take a look, as we mentioned that, you mentioned that the Joe Root, the way he is playing, he is not playing the baseball cricket, he is not playing reverse shots, he is not going for the unwanted cricketing shot for such conditions. As in the previous matches of the series, we saw that in order to trying to adopt the baseball philosophy, in order to play big shot, he lost his wicket, and that's why he was not able to put up a big score in this series. And today exactly he did that thing. He tried to play that common sense cricket, and because of that he got runs here, he scored a century here. Conditions are, we can say that, as their captain Ben Stokes before the start of the match, he said that he never witnessed anything like that. He saw the pitch was crumbling and it was quite dry. But when you apply yourself, when you play to the potential, then definitely you will get the results. Pitch is, we can say that initially there was a perception that it will help the spinners, but the way Akashdeep played, the way he took the England batsman on the back foot, definitely we can say that rather than conditions, rather than any about pitch, when the players play to the potential, it neutralizes other factors.
Right, Narayan. England are 282 for the loss of 7 wickets, 5 overs still to go, and it's a good score. Ollie Robinson batting on 15 and Joe Root batting on 103, and England so far they have batted well. And looking at the wicket, India will bat number 4, so it will not be easy for India. The first session for India will be very, very important. Thank you, Narayan. We'll leave it there. Moving on to our next story now. Australia defeated New Zealand in the second T20I on Friday to seal the series 2-0 with 1 match to go. An improved performance from Adam Zampa saw Australia take down the Kiwis by 72 runs in the second T20I in Auckland and clinched the three-match series on Friday. Zampa returned figures of 4 for 34 as New Zealand were bowled out for 102 while chasing Australia's 174-run total. Glenn Phillips did well for his 35 ball 42 but had no support from the other batters. Earlier, Travis Head hit a quick-fire 45 to lead Australia's charge before Lockie Ferguson's sensational figures of 4 for 12 sparked a batting collapse. The Board of Control for Cricket in India announced the Indian Premier League 2024 schedule on Thursday, kick-starting with the defending champions Chennai Super Kings taking on Royal Challengers Bangalore in Chennai on 22nd March. The schedule was announced on Thursday only for the first 21 matches. The fixtures for the remaining games will be announced in due course with respect to the dates of the general elections. During the two-week period, 21 matches will be played across 10 cities, with each team playing a minimum of 3 matches and a maximum of 5. And senior pacer Mohammad Shami has been ruled out of the 2024 Indian Premier League, set to begin next month, owing to a left ankle injury for which he will undergo a surgery in the UK. The 33-year-old, who was recently conferred the Arjun Award, has not been part of the ongoing Test series against England. The last match he played for India was in the ODI World Cup final against Australia last year. It is also highly unlikely that the pace bowler will be able to take part in India's Test matches at home against Bangladesh and New Zealand later this year. In his career spanning a decade, Shami has played 229 Test matches, 195 ODIs and 24 T20 wickets. An Indian batter Rishabh Pant will start IPL 2024 as Delhi Capitals captain but will not keep wickets in the first half of the season. South Africa fast bowler Andre Nokia will also be fit to play from the opening game against Punjab Kings on March 23rd. Capitals think tank led by the team director Saurav Ganguly and head coach Ricky Ponting was confident about Pant starting the IPL subject to fitness clearance from the BCCI, which is imminent. The IPL will mark Pant's return to competitive cricket since the Test series in Bangladesh in December 2022. After his horrific car crash on December 30th, 2022, Pant has worked hard to make a remarkable recovery post successful surgeries to 3 major knee ligaments in his right leg. And the platform is set for cricketing spectacle as the cricket fever will grip fans witnessing back-to-back cricket over the next 3 months, with India's Premier T20 League set to kick off for both men's and women's. The second season of the India Women's T20 League, the Women's Premier League, is all set to get underway from Friday. The matches will be played in Bengaluru and Delhi. The 5 teams will play each other twice in the group stages, and the top 3 ranked teams in terms of points shall proceed to the playoffs. Almost all star women cricketers from across the world played the first edition of the league and will continue to grace the event this season too. The first match will see defending champions Mumbai Indians start their campaign against last season's runners-up Delhi Capitals at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. Some of the prominent Indian names who will be in action are Harmanpreet Kaur, who will be playing for Mumbai Indians, Shefali Verma, Tita Sadhu, Smriti Mandhana, who will be playing for RCB, and Renuka Singh. She'll also be playing for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. India showed remarkable prowess on day 2 of the Asian Track Cycling Championship, securing a commendable array of medals across various categories. India emerged as a formidable force, capturing the spotlight with 2 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze medal. Notably, all of India's medals came from the para events, underscoring the nation's commitment to inclusivity and excellence in sports. However, Malaysia dominated the proceedings, clinching an impressive 5 gold medals along with 2 silver and 1 bronze. Commenting on India's performance, Maninder Pal Singh, Secretary General of the Cycling Federation of India, emphasized on the performance of Indian cyclists exceeding expectations, reflecting their dedication and potential. All right, we'll slip into a very short break, but still to come on Sports Buzz. In Europa League, AC Milan booked spot in last 16 on aggregate despite losing to Rennes 2-3. And hundreds of Kenyans pay their final respects to marathon world record holder Kelvin Kiptum.
when the equilibrium is disrupted, or too much technology, even if it is green? And how does all of this impact human lives?
When we moved into regenerative agriculture, so as Namti for the last 20 plus years, we've been doing chemical-free organic agriculture as such.
India's first all-women waste management team as waste collectors, supervisors, drivers and managers. Together, they handle the refuse of an entire Chennai neighborhood.
Jute is actually such a crop that it can fix the atmospheric carbon dioxide, and within 120 days it can absorb 15 tons of carbon dioxide per hectare.
Everything we produce here stays in our community. We don't want to sell our energy to the big companies. We want affordable, climate-friendly electricity for all our citizens.
Why is there so much buzz around Sora? Is it the future of video creation? If yes, is the world ready for it? Watch Connecting the Dots every Friday with me at 8 p.m. IST on DD India.
Welcome to Manipur, a state that's waiting to enchant you. With the jewels of nature, where the love of art and beauty is inherent in people. Full of trailblazing milestones.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Defending champ Cameron Norrie reaches Rio Open quarterfinals with a dominant 6-1, 6-1 win over Thomas Barrios Vera on Thursday. The second seed Norrie needed just 26 minutes to take the first set of a match originally scheduled for a day earlier but postponed because of rain. The British player will face home favourite Thiago Seyboth-Wild on Friday. And top seed Iga Swiatek breezed to a 6-3, 6-2 win over 6th seed Qinwen Zheng to reach the semi-finals of Dubai Tennis Championships in the United Arab Emirates. Swiatek saved all 3 break points she faced and broke Zheng 3 times to dispatch the Australian Open finalists in 86 minutes. The Poland native has won all 6 of her head-to-head encounters with a native of China. Swiatek recorded 17 winners to 10 unforced errors on Thursday. Swiatek will face Russian qualifier Anna Kalinskaya, who overcame a rough first set to notch a 2-6, 6-4, 6-2 win versus third seed Coco Gauff. Kalinskaya benefited from 8 double faults by Gauff to win her match in 2 hours 17 minutes. Gauff was playing in her third quarterfinal of 2024 on Thursday. Football now. AC Milan cemented their spot in Friday's Europa League last 16 draw despite losing a thriller to Rennes. Trailing 3-0 from the first leg in Italy, Rennes gave their fans hope of a memorable comeback when Benjamin Bourigeaud scored in the 11th minute. AC Milan levelled on the night through Luka Jovic's header before Bourigeaud's penalty restored the home side's lead. The visitors equalised again through Rafael Leao before Bourigeaud completed his hat-trick with another penalty. But it was not enough as AC Milan won the knockout round playoff tie 5-3 on aggregate. And Spain's national football team coach Luis de la Fuente has extended his contract to 2026, the Spanish Football Federation announced on Thursday. Luis Fuente will now be in charge come the next World Cup in the United States, Mexico and Canada. The federation said extending Fuente's contract was necessary to provide stability to the national team preparing for the European Championships, which begin in June. Fuente was named Spain coach at the end of 2022 after the country's disappointing round of 16 elimination in the World Cup in Qatar. Now, Al Hilal made their way into the quarterfinals of the Asian Champions League with a 3-1 win over Sepahan in Riyadh on Thursday for a 6-2 aggregate victory for the Saudi side. The win makes Al Hilal one of 3 Saudi Pro League clubs in the competition's last 8. The Al Ittihad is also progressing on Thursday with a win over Nawabahor Namangan. Al Ittihad and Al Hilal will now meet next month in a Western quarterfinal lineup dominated by big spending clubs from Saudi Arabia. The first leg of the quarterfinals will be played from March 4th to 6th, with the return fixtures held from March 11th to 13th. And hundreds of Kenyans paid their respects as the body of marathon world record holder Kelvin Kiptum was driven to his home village for burial on Thursday. The casket was opened for a viewing in the capital on its way to Chepsamu village. Kiptum and his coach Garwais Hakizimana were killed earlier this month when the runner lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a tree.
We want to inform you that, as the country government of Elgeyo Marakwet, we are going to identify a road in Aitin town to rename in the memory of Kelvin Kiptum, either a road or avenue, whichever has more honor.
And family and friends received the casket of Kelvin Kiptum and that travelled from Eldoret to Chepsamu at his home on Thursday evening ahead of the funeral service. Kelvin Kiptum was also expected to make his Olympic debut in Paris this year and had hoped to break 2 hours record in Rotterdam in April.
He had been training for about 7 years now. At one point, I had asked him to quit and come join me at the farm. He told me that all his hard work was going to bear fruit soon and that I had to be patient. I gave him my blessings and thereafter he won his first race, the 21 kilometers. And from there, he did not turn back. He won all the local races he participated in. I joined him most times on the road to wherever he had races.
Kiptum, after winning those 3 major marathons, that is Valencia, London Marathon and the Chicago Marathon where he broke the record, his life never changed. He just remained the Kiptum we know before. Yeah, we used to meet in the forest just like when he was still a normal village boy.
Now, pickleball is gaining popularity not only in India but across the world. In an exclusive conversation, founder of All India Pickleball Association, Sunil Valavalkar, speaks about various aspects of the sport and how it helps an average person keep himself fit.
We have got founder of All India Pickleball Association. We are going to talk about the pickleball, how it is gaining popularity in country and abroad. What is pickleball?
It has nothing to do with the achar, that is pickle, but it is a paddle and ball sports like other racket sports. You know lawn tennis, you know table tennis, and you know badminton. These are known popular racket sports. Combination of that, hybrid of that, is make this pickleball.
When did this sport come to India?
Tennis and pickleball is very similar, but tennis is very hard game, athlete game, and at that age of 45 I cannot coach anybody tennis, but at the age of 45 I was sure to coach and train others in pickleball. So I started coaching and promoting this game in 2007.
How many players can participate in a pickleball match?
See, this is basically a singles and doubles. So at a given point of time in a match, 1 against 1 or 2 against 2.
What are the important rules of this pickleball?
Yeah. In pickleball, there are 3 major rules one has to follow. That this pickleball service has to be underarm. It is not overarm. So paddle has to move flow below the waistline. That is number 1. Then the ball while serving goes to the diagonally opposite court. And there the receiving player has to take it with 1 bounce. Similarly, the return service also has to be with 1 bounce. With this double bounce from third shot onward, one can rally. And number 3, which is most crucial and critical, we call non-volley zone. That non-volley zone is an area of 7 feet from the center net. There, our player, any player, cannot enter and take a volley.
Pickleball, how it can contribute to a fitness of a person?
That's an important question, and really we are very focused on that fitness. This game is for the fitness of ordinary, average Indian person. Currently, our statistics says that out of 100 people all over, wherever in the society, only 10 people are playing, because 10 people are athlete, 10 people are very energetic. What about 90 people? This game is good for all those 90 spectators.
Fitness is very important for any individual, and pickleball is certainly going to play a major role in keeping the person fit. Pratik Narayan Singh reporting for DD India.
And now you know what pickleball is, nothing to do with pickle. Well, that's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X2, formerly Twitter and Instagram. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching Sports Buzz.
What happens when the equilibrium is disrupted or